Welcome to the OZ Military Channel. In this video, we will discuss the ability of the F-35B to take off and land vertically is the result of a combination of cutting-edge engineering and innovative propulsion technology. Unlike conventional fighter jets, which rely on long runways to generate lift through forward motion, the F-35B's unique propulsion system allows it to generate the necessary lift without the need for horizontal speed. Let's take a look at the two primary mechanisms that give the F-35B its vertical takeoff capability. One of the key innovations that enables the F-35B's VTOL capability is the lift fan, located just behind the cockpit and in front of the engine. This lift fan draws air into the system, compresses it, and then directs it downward, providing additional lift. This system works in tandem with the main engine, which produces thrust through the rear nozzle. The lift fan provides a significant portion of the vertical thrust, while the main engine thrust is directed downward by the rear nozzle. The lift fan is driven by a shaft that is powered by the F-35B's main engine. As a result, the engine is able to maintain a higher level of efficiency while still providing the thrust needed for vertical flight. The design is compact yet extremely powerful, making it a game-changer for vertical takeoff aircraft. The rear nozzle of the F-35B is another critical component in its vertical takeoff capability. The nozzle is able to rotate downward to direct the exhaust from the jet engine toward the ground. This redirection of thrust provides the additional power needed for vertical lift, allowing the F-35B to hover, take off, and land vertically. The thrust vectoring nozzle provides fine control over the aircraft's movements, enabling it to perform precise vertical maneuvers. The nozzle can rotate smoothly between horizontal and vertical positions, allowing the aircraft to transition between hovering and forward flight with remarkable ease. Vertical takeoffs and landings are inherently unstable due to the shifting airflow patterns, and maintaining control over the aircraft during this process requires sophisticated flight control systems. The F-35B is equipped with advanced software and control systems that ensure stability during vertical takeoffs, hover, and landings. The aircraft's sensors continuously monitor its position, altitude, and orientation, making real-time adjustments to ensure smooth and controlled flight. These flight control systems allow the pilot to make fine adjustments to the aircraft's attitude during vertical flight, ensuring a high degree of maneuverability even in challenging conditions. The U.S. Marine Corps has long been a proponent of the F-35B, as its ability to operate from amphibious assault ships, small bases, and other confined spaces makes it ideal for Marine Corps operations. During exercises such as Bold Alligator and Dawn Blitz, the F-35B has demonstrated its vertical takeoff and landing capabilities in a variety of settings, often in conjunction with other amphibious vehicles and ground forces. These exercises simulate real-world combat scenarios where the ability to deploy rapidly from a limited space can be a game-changer. The F-35B's VTOL capabilities enable it to launch from ships or land bases with minimal infrastructure, giving Marines the air support they need, even in remote or contested areas. While military exercises showcase the practical combat advantages of the F-35B's vertical takeoff power, public air shows provide a thrilling spectacle for aviation enthusiasts and the general public. The Royal International Air Tattoo, RIAT, and Farnborough International Air Show have both featured the F-35B performing vertical takeoffs and landings in front of large crowds. In these demonstrations, the F-35B hovers briefly before blasting into forward flight, leaving spectators awestruck. The power of the lift fan and thrust vectoring nozzle is evident as the jet accelerates rapidly from a stationary position, effortlessly transitioning into high-speed flight. These airshow performances showcase the F-35B's raw power, precision, and agility, underscoring its potential in a wide variety of operational scenarios. The U.S. Navy, in partnership with the U.S. Marine Corps, has also conducted numerous trials aboard aircraft carriers, testing the F-35B's ability to take off and land vertically on the confined flight decks of these massive ships. The F-35B is able to operate from shorter flight decks than its larger conventional counterparts, making it ideal for deployment on amphibious assault ships or smaller carriers. During these operations, the F-35B has demonstrated its ability to launch vertically from ships with minimal runway space. The ability to take off and land on a small carrier deck or even in a confined area, such as a forward operating base, allows the F-35B to remain flexible and operational in situations where conventional aircraft would be unable to land. The F-35B's VTOL abilities are not just showcased at air shows or military exercises, they are essential in real-world operations. For example, the Royal Navy's HMS Queen Elizabeth, one of the largest aircraft carriers in the world, has hosted F-35B squadrons for operational missions. These deployments, often in conflict zones or areas with limited infrastructure, demonstrate how the F-35B's insane vertical takeoff power can be used to provide critical air support in a wide range of environments. One of the greatest tactical benefits of VTOL is the ability to deploy the F-35B from a variety of locations, including ships, small airfields, or even makeshift landing zones. This enhances the military's operational flexibility and allows for rapid response to changing combat scenarios. The F-35B can take off and land from areas that would typically be less detectable by the enemy. By operating from unconventional launch platforms, such as smaller amphibious assault ships or mobile bases, the F-35B can remain hidden from adversaries, reducing the risk of attack and increasing the element of surprise. The F-35B's ability to operate from confined spaces makes it ideal for supporting Special Operations Forces, SOF, on the ground. The aircraft can quickly insert or extract SOF units from austere locations, providing close air support without needing large, established airfields. In combat zones where airstrikes are needed quickly, the F-35B's ability to take off and land vertically means that it can be deployed rapidly, providing air